AK Antony's son, Anil Antony, joined the BJP. His father's not happy. Father came out in the media questioning his son. Son says, I've got my own views. Son says there are problems in the Congress. It's Antony versus Antony. Brief update, and then we'll get him on in a quick debate.
Flanked by sitting union ministers and senior BJP leaders, top Vadra Congress leader AK Antony's son Anil joined the BJP.
He raised strong objections to the BBC documentary which sought to inflame tempers and raise completely unfounded and baseless allegations against the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Mr. Antony was truly insulted with the behavior meted out to him for standing up for India and for national pride. And therefore he had to leave the Congress.
The son of the UPA-era defense minister says the Congress party operates against the national interest.
I can understand my father's perspective very well. He had been working for the Congress party for the last 65 plus years, almost 65 years. However, the current Congress is not the Congress which was at one point of time. Now the Congress party is not bothered about nation building. The interest of the nation nor of the people is not their primary interest. The current Congress party only prioritize the interest of 2-3 particular individuals.
AK Antony is lashing out at his own son.
I strongly feel it's a wrong decision. India's unity, people's unity, social harmony, everything depends. That family represents all the constitutional values, and that family treat every Indian as one. So I will continue to remain, accept that leadership of that family. One thing I can tell, I will die as a Congress worker, is all.
The Vadra Congress is gunning against Anil Antony.
मुझे तो बहुत इसमें खेद है कि एक ऐसे परिवार से आया हुआ लड़का ये छोटा सा बहाना बनाकर उन लोगों के लिए काम करना चाहता है जो पूरे मुल्क को आज पूरे मुल्क का बंटवारा हो रहा है.
But the exodus from the Congress under the Rahul Priyanka coterie is undeniable. The Vadra Congress is depleted and deserted. Let's debate.
Anil Antony, now with the BJP, welcome. Mr. Antony, is this really a difference of opinion between your father and you, or is it a matter of convenience that often happens in political families, like when Jyotiraditya Scindia used to be in the Congress, his aunt Vasundhara Raje was in the BJP, his mother was with the BJP. You know, sometimes families like to have one foot in one party and one other foot in another, and this therefore keeps, you know, the Antonys on the right side on both sides of the political spectrum. That would be a cynic's way of looking at it.
Thank you, Arnab. It's great to be in your show again. So first of all, let me make it very clear. There is absolutely no kind of any adjustments like what you, many examples. I'm not going to any examples also. But this was a decision that I had taken in the last 2-3 months after a lot of thought. And this is a decision that I had taken independently without any discussion with my father. To my people in my house, there are 4 people in my house. There is my father, there is my mother, there is my brother. And we all are very independent people with our own way of thinking. my parents, both of them, my father and my mother, both of them have very strong beliefs and views, and they have always told their views to us, but they never imposed any view on us, and they have always told us to follow our conviction and beliefs. So I was born in a Congress family. I spent most of my life as a congressman. The last few years I even worked as an office bearer for the Congress party. But let me assure you one thing, this Congress party and that Congress party, there is nothing in common. The Congress party which I have seen while I was growing up, even the Congress party 5 years back and this Congress party, there is nothing that is common. This Congress party is right now an organization, like I personally believe that every political party exists for one reason, and that is to forward your country's interest, to protect your national interest and forward every core interest of your country. But here you have an organization that I can guarantee you, I can assure you after my brief stint in the Congress that this party doesn't want to work for any kind of national interest in any manner. That is not their priority. They only want to work for the well-being and interest of 2-3 individuals. This is an organization, like I am a person in my early 30s, mid 30s, and right now India is a young country. India is the youngest country in the world, where almost 60% is under 40, median age is 27. And let me tell you, people, the young India, I represent young India just like hundreds of millions of other people. And let me assure you that this young India do not resonate with the Congress party in any manner. And I felt I would say like I was feeling miserable the last 2-3 years while I was working for the Congress party, trying to justify certain things which I believe is against the core interest of this country. So therefore I believe that finally it was time that I leave. That BBC documentary was the breaking point, and then I decided that I am leaving and I am moving on.
Are you saying that your father is also not working in national interest, and that your father, in your own words, is also working to defend the well-being of 2-3 individuals?
No, my father
You just said that.
Was in the Congress for almost 65 years. Yes, let me clarify that. For almost 5 decades, he was a parliamentarian, but last year he has retired from parliamentary politics, and now he is semi-retired and he is living his life in he is semi-retired and living in Kerala, and he is very, very disconnected from all kind of national politics and even Congress politics for a long time. Like in the last 1 year, he has only come to Delhi for once for a specific occasion, or else he is not even traveling out of Trivandrum. So right now, he has already finished his politics. He has moved back, and he is in a semi-retired stage of his life, and I think it is very unfair to bring him into these kind of conversation, because like I said again and again, the Congress which used to exist 30 years or 20 years or 10 years or even 5 years before, and this Congress has nothing in common.
But to be fair, he did not,
now
he was not,
couple of individuals.
But to be fair, Anil, your dad was not in the conversation till your father himself came out and made a statement today. Why did he have to make the statement saying that you have hurt him? Was he forced or compelled to make the statement to sort of publicly dissociate with you?
No. There is no disharmony. There is no, like I said in the morning itself when I joined, my father is a person who I have the deepest of love and regards and admiration for, and nothing has changed. Personally, I have the highest of respects and regards along with my mother. These are the two people I have the maximum respects for. But there is a difference in viewpoints in the direction this country is taking. I, as a young Indian, feel that the Congress party is not the answer to any of the problems faced in the country in any manner. And I believe that the Bharatiya Janata Party is a party that is led by a dynamic Prime Minister who I absolutely think is the most popular political leader in the country. I would even say the most popular global leader across the world, who has a very clear vision.
But then you said a few days back that this government is rushing headlong into its mission of handing over large portions of India's wealth to its favorite crony capitalists.
So this is not a narration that
but you said this.
Agree with
so was your view then? Were you wrong in your views then?
No. I haven't.
Have you changed your view then? Since then?
No. I can. Let me. Arnab, you can go through my previous post in social media, etc., etc. I can guarantee you that in the last at least 1 year I haven't said anything in this
What
this
happened in
respect
the
for a
last
reason.
1 year? What was the
See,
moment
I
of change?
think, like, let's say, even there is nothing, like, this is not a narration that I am comfortable with, and there is a very valid reason for it. See, 75 years back, immediately after independence, when Pandit Nehru was the Prime Minister of this country, the Communist Party of India was the main opposition. At that point of time, they always used to tell the Prime Minister, you are only supporting Tatas and Birlas. This was the conversation 75 years back. Now, 75 years after independence, after Mr. Narasimha Rao opened up the India's economy, after we started our economic trajectory, after the country's economic consciousness itself has changed, right now, I think that right now the Congress party has gone to some far left spectrum. They have become the new Communist Party. And right now, the Congress party is telling the same thing which, let's say, somebody used to say 75 years back without even change, by just changing these names. And this is not something I ever agreed with. And I felt that this narration doesn't resonate with young India in any manner.
So, Anil,
I have never said this. Let me clarify. Like, yes.
No, go on.
Yeah, so even when I was in the Congress, this kind of negative narration was not something which I ever liked. And I had tried my very best to stay away from it as much as I can, because I believe
Anil,
that this is not the kind
Anil,
of narration
I know
that
you don't want
this
to be in a
country wants to
debate.
hear.
I'll tell you not to go, but there's a debate around you. Just stay for a while and listen to this. I have Lokesh of the Congress and Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP. You stay, you don't go, but then you will find this conversation around you interesting. And I'll begin by just saying one thing, Tuhin, that while young leaders like Tuhin are rising stars in the BJP, right? And now Anil, who's even younger than you, Tuhin, is joining in. So the median age of BJP leaders is very young. Lokesh, interestingly, younger people are leaving the Congress. What is laughable about it?
Last time when I met Anil, he had no idea about what BBC documentary is.
When did you meet him
And
last?
now this time we had a debate on BBC documentary. That time Anil had no idea what BBC documentary is. And now he has joined a political party which embarks upon Lord Ram. Lord Ram left his kingdom to obey
Lord
his
Ram.
father.
What do you mean?
Lord Ram left his kingdom to obey his father. And here is a son who has left a political party and has hurt his father at such an age. Now, I don't know whether this political party is that of Shakuni or the son is that of Duryodhana.
Oh God. I think you are being a little unfair.
With either the ideology of the BJP or the personality
Anil
of
is
this
in harness
particular
because
person.
Anil cannot. He said he won't participate in a debate today. I'm sure he wants to respond, but he'll have to be a
Anil, you cannot. I don't know how you digest it. Without your father's blessing, you would have been nothing.
Okay, now can I request
you? You don't even know anything about
politics. Can I request
politics.
you, because Anil, now 1 minute point here. Tuhin will respond right now on the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuhin Sinha, now you're taking advantage of this fact that Anil is not responding to you. He's listening to you. Tuhin, you're seeing this response here, right? And we are hearing rumors that another very young,
Arnab,
significant leader of the Congress from a very important state is also on his way out. You will hear in the next few weeks and months, perhaps.
Well, I had met Anil recently at an event, and I, was very impressed with the calm behavior, unlike many congressmen who just attacked the BJP without any reason. Now, I have to tell you that the pace at which is there an echo in the voice? The relentless manner in which congressmen have been leaving. The mass exodus of leaders from the Congress party, in a very uncanny way, reminds me of civilians fleeing Afghanistan after the Taliban takeover 2 years ago. That's the reality of the Congress party. And there are 2 or 3 reasons for it. One is the very juvenile, immature nature of leadership. Please don't interfere. Have the basic courtesy. You attacked his father. Basically, please don't have the...
You're right for the first time in life.
Lokesh,
yes, you have drawn the right parallel.
Lokesh, we have limited time. Can you please let him complete? Thank you so much. He heard you first, that's why.
So one is essentially the juvenile nature of Congress leadership, which revolves all around the family. Obviously the second part is the anti-India behavior of Rahul Gandhi and his close aides. And do I need to elaborate? His stand on China, where he peddles falsehood about our soldiers, his going and attacking our democracy abroad. So all of these are valid reasons for people who have a nationalist mindset in the Congress party to feel frustrated. And I think, the pattern of leaving the Congress has been going on for a very long time. And even now, when Lokesh Jindal criticizes his father, when he criticizes the father-son bond or what he has done, I think it only will encourage more people to quit the Congress party and join people who want to work for the country.
No,
well, Tuhin, I never criticized a father-son bond.
Okay, here's a question to you. Here's a question to you.
Lokesh,
may I first request you that, see, I am sensitive to the father-son relationship which is in public focus now. My hashtag is Antony versus Antony, and I have severe disagreements with AK Antony. Severe, including the fact that he came and did a very personal attack on me in a press conference, but I will not bring that into play here because I am not here to discuss a father-son relationship. I am not here, and I think I am not here. I am not here to discuss a father-son relationship, Mr. Lokesh, and I hope that you can elevate the debate. I can hope you can elevate the debate and not diminish it.
I am simply putting aside the entire legacy of his father just to gain some political advantage.
I'm sorry, you're continuing to make political attacks on him, personal attacks on him. Lokesh,
tell me, Anil, what exactly is
Lokesh,
this
he's not participating. And Anil, if you want to leave, you can at this point. But
No,
I
Anil,
request
tell me
you.
one thing.
Anyway, I just
What
wanted him
led
to
you
listen.
such a form of a
Lokesh, my
disgrace?
question to you is,
You are from a
can I take
wonderful
Anil off
family,
screen for a while?
a
It must be
family
difficult
that
for
has
him
done
then.
so much for the
I
nation.
just
Why
want to make
such
a point here.
disgrace for a family?
I will let Anil go because I think you're just disgracing yourself by the way you are personally attacking him. It's not necessary. It's a political debate on. Lokesh, Sachin Pilot. He has remained in the Congress, right? He has worked for the Congress.
Yes.
He's built the Congress back and rebuilt the Congress base back in Rajasthan.
Yes.
What has he got?
Yes.
Every time he's been demoted and Ashok Gehlot is put first, because wherever Rahul Baba goes for his court hearings, Ashok Gehlot is the first person to be there. You see, young people want growth. What's wrong with
But
that?
then there is an idea of justice, Arnab. If everyone
Why did Javeer
opportunistic,
Shergill leave?
If everybody
Another
wants to
very young
scramble
leader.
for power, tell me one thing, what will happen to this nation? Then one day you will also justify Indian nationals selling off our national security to foreigners? Just in the name of aspiration, can you justify this?
It's not about
If
aspiration,
there is
it's
no
a question,
nationalism,
can
if
the
there is no
Congress...
patriotism, tell me one thing, what will happen to this idea of nation? What will happen to
Sir,
the,
I tell you,
to the
I tell you one
constitution,
thing.
to the freedom struggle,
I tell
to
you,
entire ethos on which we have built
I'll
this
tell you
nation.
now, I'll give you a laundry list. I'll give you a laundry list. Jyotiraditya Scindia,
Oh, BJP is
Khushbu.
the biggest washing machine.
Jitin Prasad, Himanta
Yes.
Biswa Sarma,
Suvendu Adhikari, Mukul
Amrinder
Roy,
Singh,
Narayan Rane.
Mukul Sangma,
I'll give you the list
RPN
more.
Singh. Why does no grassroots leader stay? Simple question. Why don't they stay?
Look, Arnab, priorities change. ED, IT, CBI, fear,
What? Okay, Tuhin will respond to that.
greed. There are lots of reasons for it. You can certainly
The
look
truth
into
is,
it for greater
anybody
detail.
who wants, anybody who wishes well for himself and for the future of the country will dump this Congress party. You need Neta,
Himself.
Niyat and Niti. Congress party does not have any. And this is such a mischievously confused Congress party that it wants to fight its judicial battles among the people, and it wants to fight its electoral battle in the judiciary. So, I mean, I think there is a limit to which sensible, graceful leaders, dignified leaders within the Congress can take up, and that is the reason why they've
even
been
if
quitting.
you look at the case of
everybody wants at the end of
Jyotiraditya
the day, most people, I think,
Scindia,
want-
if you were to say today, and I'll close with this, you can be contemptuous about it. But when senior people with a mass base like Jyotiraditya Scindia or Himanta Biswa Sarma leave a party, and if you say it doesn't make a difference, then I think you're fooling yourself. Interesting wrap up to the show tonight, viewers. And without fail, absolutely without fail, right on time, 9 p.m. tomorrow. See you. Good night and goodbye.